And yes, I am on the grid. Honda Cadet GX200 is our next final, and they're already here. There you go, look at that. On time, punctuality, love it. The engines aren't fired up yet, though. The mechanics, dads, they're on their way back now to get them all fired up. But Dan Ashton is just going to quickly chat. Yes, just a reminder of the drivers, what's going to happen at the start of this one. And for Ryan White here, Ryan, pole position for you. It's been a good weekend. It's been a good season, hasn't it? Is it signed, sealed and done? I can't remember. Or have you got a fight to do in this one?
I'm pretty sure as long as I don't get disqualified in this race, then I've won the championship.
There you go. That's a top tip. Never get disqualified in any race, that is. For this one, then, it'll just be a case of try and hold on to the lead of this one, try and break away and do what you can, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to try my best to do exactly that.
Yeah, it's been a busy season, but you've come away. You're on top spot at the moment, but it'll be a great way to end it, being on top as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be tricky, but I'm sure I can do it.
Best of luck, mate. We wish you the best. Enjoy that one. He has got the company of Kevin Ivanov, who starts alongside. Kevin, we'll have a quick chat with you. Kevin, you join us for this round here at PFI. How have you found it?
Really good competitors, pretty tough. Had a rough weekend, but made it up to the final.
Yeah.
And have a good, strong position. Hopefully I can make it up.
You've got a championship battle happening all around you. How does that make you feel? Are you going to get involved in it, elbows out, or are you going to try keep your nose clean?
Elbows out.
Elbows out all the way. Good lad. Right, we'll leave you to it. Best of luck from the front row there, Kevin Ivanov. Looking forward to seeing what he can do as well. Ashley Haas, Max today as well. They're going to start the engines up. Max, a quick word with you as we get the engine started up. You had to fight back there. Brilliant pre-final. You looking forward to this one?
Yeah, I think I have a quite good chance of winning and just get through, and hopefully I can do well.
Awesome. Best of luck. I'll let you get the engine started up and ready for this one. As you can imagine, the rumble in the jungle, Honda Cadet, we love it all the way throughout. And these guys, it's going to be a race all the way to the end. The grid will be cleared very, very soon. I'm looking forward to it. You should be as well. It's Honda Cadet. It's coming up next. Back to you in the comments.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Getting ready then for race number 23 on our schedule here at Paul Fletcher International, the Honda Cadet GX200 final, the last final of the 2023 Wera Tours British Kart Championships for this category. A field of 13 drivers sat on the grid. The hooter goes to notify support to clear the grid and leave just our competitors and the Trent Valley Kart Club marshals on the circuit here. Big thanks to Trent Valley Kart Club. As always, great hosts of us here at the Wera Tours British Kart Championships. Do a fantastic job on the Premier Circuit in the UK. So the situation in points, Ryan White has the advantage at the moment over Max today. A good advantage. And just needs to keep his nose clean, I would say, in this race to seal up this British Kart Championships. Let's have a look at the grid. After a short break here, we'll be back in a few moments with the next race, the Honda Cadet GX200 final. Last race of the season here in the Wera Tours British Kart Championships for Honda Cadet GX200. Here's how they line up on the grid. Ryan White, championship leader, has pole position and has one simple job in mind: win this race and become British champion. Kevin Ivanov, bit of an outsider, first time he's raced in the British Kart Championships this season, starts alongside on the front row of the grid. Ashley Haas and Max today start on row 2. Ed Spain and Fenton Stoneman go from the third row of the grid. Ralphie Branscombe and Kean Sullivan go from row 4. Sebastian Burlington and Ollie Thompson go from row 5. Archie Loveridge and Jago Reed-Hardy start on the 6th row of the grid. The field is completed by number 11, Luke Jardine. 13 karts in the field. And just to confirm, the current championship scores look like this. White, 591. Today, 566. Spain, 561. So very good advantage for White, of course. I'm really intrigued though about this second place battle as well between today and Spain. It's gone back and forth already across the course of today's races, fascinatingly so in the pre-final, and all more here in the final for the next 15 minutes.
Exactly that, looking forward to it, and issue up there is a glove not fully attached there for Ashley Haase. And yeah, I think he's all good now. There we go. I think maybe a bug in his glove.
Can happen.
It can happen.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, he's still fiddling around with it, and he's not bunched up. Well, obviously, it's a standing start, so that doesn't really matter. But hopefully, while he's stationary on the grid, he's got a bit of time to get it sorted out. Just had Ashley's dad up here. Confirmation, you were saying it correctly earlier, and I was saying it wrong all day. It is Ashley Haase, so there you go.
That's all right.
There you go.
We're aligned from here on in.
Exactly.
No
We're
we always
square.
appreciate it as commentators.
Well,
Just little bits of information.
Just, you know, that. Perfect. Thank you. But yeah, here we go then. Honda Cadet. I think it's pretty much done there, isn't it, for Ryan White? Yeah. I had a chat with him, but yeah, he was saying, yeah, just win this one and yeah, do what I do. But,
well, the form that he's had since Lark Hall as well, he's not been outside of the top 3 in any scoring event or pointed where the scores are awarded. It's really been a superb season for Ryan White. Here we go then, 15 minutes plus 1 lap at PFI. The Honda Cadet final is go. Very even start for the drivers on the front row. Evenhoff tries to get ahead of White, but it'll be Ryan White who takes us under the tunnel for the first time in the lead of the race. Good start there, Anthony, for all of our Honda Cadets.
Yeah, nice getaway, and crucially, now the fight can happen. Who is going to finish where in the championship, and who's going to finish where on track as well, because there are drivers involved who are not in contention for this one. But here we go, down in towards hairpin number 1, and again, bit of defensive moves there. Some drivers looking to the inside. Remember a few races ago, we saw a humongous spin going into this corner, but crucially this time around, everyone getting away with it very nicely.
Yeah, track nice and warm now after a long day of running. Still more races to come up after this, so do stick around for the Junior Rotax final and the O-Plate decider for the Rotax 177 class following up after this Honda Cadet final race of the year. Bit of a moment running wide there for one of the drivers. I'm really interested to see how Kevin Ivanov plays this. You talked to him on the grid there, Anthony. You said he was going to be elbows out. That was great to hear. But these finals do race a little bit differently sometimes. End of lap 1, White from today. I've been impressed with Max today here. He's a confidence driver, but the confidence, I feel, has been switched on. Maybe about midway through that pre-final. It's back to the Max today, who is at the top of his game and is going to give it all out for a race win here. Exactly that, and still battles happening thick and fast through the field. But yeah, you're exactly right, and already it looked like there he was looking to the inside through hairpin number 1. Driver who is looking through the inside there is Fenton Stoneman. He gets the move done on Ashley Haase and moves up into P4 now. Haase, who hopefully got his gloves sorted out. Not quite sure what that was affecting him, but yeah, all seems to be well now as he's cracking on. Breakaway, though, for the top 3, and crucially, Kevin Ivanov is right there with them and looking to the inside. Those elbows certainly do look like they're out. It's all down the inside there of today. Bit of a block pass, and through goes Ivanov into second place. There's a warning flag out. Not a penalty, just a warning flag at the moment for kart number 96. That's Ralphie Branscombe. Just to note that is on the DigiFlag display over start finish and on our timing screens. 12.5 minutes of this one to go. So Ryan White at the moment leading this race and on the way to confirming a Honda Cadets GX200 Verator's British Kart Championships title onto his CV. Winner last time out at Warden Law. Ashley Haase was second about a month or so ago. Changes on that last lap. Stoneman passed Haase for 4th place. Branscombe and Thompson passed Ed Spain for 9th. A bit of a worry at the moment for Ed Spain. Is slipping away from the points tally that Max today is putting on the board right now. There's a 10-point gap as things stand. There it is. Ryan White, 5.96 is down the inside goes today. Lovely move by the Scottish driver through back into second place, and that'll further cement the position for Max ahead of Spain in the points tally. Fenton Stoneman still got opportunities here as well. Very close in the run from 3rd down to 6th place. At the moment it would be Spain on 5.61, Stoneman 5.56, Branscombe 5.54, and then Haase on 5.53. Branscombe the fastest driver on circuit at the moment. Anthony 66.74. We've seen some great performances from Ralphie, particularly. I think back to some of the heats performances that he put in at Warden Law and Lark Hall in particular. So we know he's got the pace, but sometimes the finals just hasn't quite been able to sew them together.
No, exactly that. But, you know, like I say, these races, they're long. These drivers know what they need to do still, you know, and they're still in their early ages of racing. We've got a lot of the younger group of drivers here this weekend with the Honda Cadets and the Micro Max and the Mini Max as well. So, you know, there's still a lot of young drivers here all trying to learn the craft, learn what they need to do. And again, you get that time in, time out at every race weekend that they go to. And they learn new things at each circuit because each circuit has their own characteristics. And PFI is one of those where it's long circuit racing, it's straight, it's fast, and it's flowing. These are the sort of styles you need to learn.
It is, I won't say it's a unique circuit, but there are characteristics around this PF International circuit that aren't really replicated as a full sequence of things.
Well, there's no other circuits in the UK that are like this.
In terms of the length, So it is something that I think all of the drivers will have enjoyed this weekend learning from. 10 minutes to go. Ryan White still leads this race. Kevin Ivanov's putting in some good sector times. Has the fastest lap of the... Oh, dear! And there's a problem there. I think that was the number 48. That's Fenton Stoneman. So Fenton Stoneman in the fight for third place in the championship. That is a bitter blow for the Zip Factory team's entrant there, because the number of positions were lost for Fenton Stoneman. Could drop it behind Branscombe in the tally of points.
It could indeed, as it's still getting heated here as well as... well, Kean Sullivan, is trying to hold on to his track position. He has got Ed Spain right behind. Ed Spain, again, who is also fighting for position in this championship. Now we'll have a bit of breathing space knowing that Fenton Stoneman's not in contention now after dropping back. And Kevin Ivanov, fastest lap of the race, he has closed in on Ryan White considerably now as they go through. Very wide line there for Max today as he's trying to latch onto those two as well.
Yeah, it's the top three away from the rest of the field. Impressed with Kean Sullivan in this race so far. This is more like it from Kean, another driver who has taken some huge leaps forward, I think, in terms of performance this year. It's been great to see. And whenever I've seen Kean race, fighting here for fourth place. Just lost it at the moment. Ed Spain's got through there. There are Branscombe and Haza as well fighting over sixth place. So still lots to be decided. 8.5 minutes remain.
Plenty of time left in this one as drivers still start to form up and gather their thoughts of where they want to finish in this race as high as possible, really, I suspect. They're all aiming for P1, and that's still technically doable. They're only a couple of seconds behind the lead battle, which is here on your screen, and that is still starting to heat up here as Ryan White retaliates to Kevin Ivanov's fastest lap and betters it 106.23, extends the gap now to 0.2 of a second. But in terms of Honda Cadet racing, it's absolutely nothing, because as you can see, as they exit out of the bridge, they are still line astern. He just needs... Well, Kevin Ivanov's not going for that move just yet. He said elbows out, and he's delivered that when he got into second place. But it just seems like he lacks the momentum down the hill to try and commit to a move to the inside. If he's going to go for it, it's going to be a lunge.
It is, and I think there's a bit of wisdom here with how he's playing it at the moment. I'm afraid curse of the commentator has struck. It was always going to at some point today. Apologies to Kean Sullivan, because having said he was progressing on very nicely, he's just picked some 5-second penalties. So that'll demote Kart's number 26 down the order as things stand. 7 minutes to go. White still leads, Ivanov second today in third. There's a bit of a gap back to the rest of them. Spain, Branscombe, Sullivan and Haza. And Archie Loveridge having a good run. It's a big step for Archie Loveridge. We've seen him in the Bambinos that you mentioned earlier, of course. But this is the first time we've seen Archie run at the cadet level in the British Kart Championships. And I think he's applied himself very well today.
Yes, he certainly has. So, again, it's always good to see. You know, it's always a hard-fought battle in championships. Many a driver work hard, but again, mistakes happen. Bad weekends, weather playing havoc. Weather played havoc with Honda Cadet in the early stages of this weekend. Of course, you can imagine the rain came tumbling down halfway through their first race, and we saw a real shake-up in the order, and that's where we thought, this championship might be not over until that final checker flag comes out. But But Ryan White, he did deliver when needed, and he did hold on to his nerve. And it's been a brilliant weekend for him. And right now, once again, extending that gap. He's got it to nearly 0.4 of a second now. So really, really pushing hard on that one with those 6 minutes remaining. But for Ryan White, it's just a case of bring it home.
Bring it home indeed. It would be a PFI weekend without a little bit of unpredictable weather.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm surprised it's not. Normally when I come here, it snows.
Yeah, I say like you had to deal with snow one time, didn't you?
Yeah. It was a very different event. Anyway, 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. As I say, no changes in the top 8. Sebastian Burlington has got past Ollie Thompson for 9th place. So good progress there from Seb. Good to have Sebastian Burlington back in the paddock. It wasn't at Warden Law, but running well at the moment, looking for another top 10.
Yes, indeed. So, 2 extra drivers in this one as well. Obviously, one of them being in the form of Kevin Ivanov, his first appearance in the British Cup Championship this year, and to Fenton Stoneman as well. No, not Fenton Stoneman. I get that wrong. Archie Loveridge. Archie Loveridge is joining us for the first time in this one. I said it earlier on. The last time he was here was in 2021 in a Bambino with Total Karting 0.
Yeah.
And I believe he won that race. He won that final. So he knows what he needs to do around here. And he had some good results yesterday as well. Was right up there, and I think started on the front row in the pre-final. Fortunately, that race didn't go his way, which meant he dropped down. But he's got the fastest lap of the race, so he's still got waft out there.
He has indeed. The first driver, I think I'm right in saying, yes, to break under the 1:06 barrier in this final. Just over 4 minutes remain in this one. Here are the number 17 and the 26. That's a change on the road. Ashley Haas now ahead of Cian Sullivan. Remember, the number 26 has a 5-second penalty to be applied at the end of this race. That's information that's come up to us here via the timing system in the box. Do I get the feeling it's getting a little bit fiercer out there? The body language of the lead 3 started to pick the pace up as they can sense the end of the race coming, but it's still a good number of laps away over the line to finish lap number 10. 1:06.1 for Whites, 1:06.0 for Ivanov. Is this an effort to try and drop Max today, who's been superb in this race so far? Is holding there in 3rd, just needs a tiny bit more to really be with these lead 2 and put Kevin Ivanov in a bit of a tricky position.
Exactly that. Now, right now we watch this battle. Nothing changing right now, all staying where they need to. But again, this is classic cadet racing.
Yep.
They're leaving it to the last lap. I guarantee it. You may be thinking, oh, nothing's happening on this one. Just wait for it. It's like a champagne bottle. It's being shook vigorously. And they're just waiting for that cork to pop.
Still very close in the points as well. So Virtual Championship looks like this at the moment. It's pretty much decided, I think, for the top 3. White, 596. Today, 571. Spain, 562. But look at this for 4th place. Branscombe 556, Haase 552, Stoneman 552 as well. I'm just seeing, will the Sullivan penalty change that at all? No, I don't think it will, because Stoneman isn't within range. But we'll see what happens across the course of the next 2.5 minutes. Ryan White, new fastest lap of the race. That's impressive. For the race leader, with no one punching a hole in front of the number 47 Kart, that's really good work from Ryan White to be the fastest driver on track. Just pulls out a little bit more of a lead, but Ivanov responding through Sector 1 here, Anthony, as keeping the champion-elect honest.
It certainly is. So still plenty of action left to go in this race. And still 2 minutes to go. Ryan White leads from Kevin Ivanov. Max Cadet still there, lingering in 3rd place. He's waiting for something to happen, I think, right there. He's just thinking, I'm going to keep a nice buffer, a reactionary buffer.
Yes.
That is, if anything happens, I'm right there.
That's one of the styles of Max's racing that I've seen him develop over the last few years. He's got a lot cleverer with how he places his cars and how he goes through these races. He's pushing on though, 1.5 minutes to go, still very close in the pack for 4th, down to 8th. Spain from Haase, Branscombe, Sullivan and Loveridge. But you get the feeling now, Anthony, that it's on pace it's going to be between White and Ivanov. They're stretching that gap to today there in 3rd. where do you think Ivanov's best opportunity is? Well, normally you'd think down here into hairpin 1, but again, he doesn't seem to have the speed with the slipstream to get down the inside at the moment.
Yeah, and that's the important thing that you need here at this circuit. Here's a battle, though, that's happening on your screen. Ed Spain, who's leading this pack. This is 4th place downwards, and Ashley Haase, who is there in 5th place. Like you were saying, is in that battle with Ralphie Branscombe. Now, Branscombe's just behind in P6. If Haase can get another position, does that help him out, potentially make that 5 and number 4 seed?
I think he'll still be 1 short. He needs 2 positions here, or for Branscombe to go 1 back. That's he needs a net change of 2 with 30 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 laps to go. Ed Spain continuing to lead out this group. Quite happy to do that because it's going to confirm 3rd place in the championship. You can sense that Haase wants to get through here. And now down the inside, Ashley Haase going for 3rd place, trying to do everything he can to snatch 4th place in the championship away. He can't quite do so, and Spain holds on.
Yeah, and again, Branscombe there was lucky. He didn't lose out any positions there either. He is still there, 4th in the points. No change right now. Timer strike 0 then. We'll be going on to the final lap this time. This is where it starts to get interesting. The gap's opened up at the front now. It's calmed down. It's about 0.2 of a second now between White and Ivanov. They still line astern, but for this battle here, 4th place downwards, there is still a championship battle for P4 happening.
There is indeed. Final lap board is going to be out in a moment. Again, Ryan White's pace as leader shows for me why he's a deserving champion this year. He's just gone fastest of anyone through sector number 2 and now done the fastest lap of the race. On to the final lap. Ryan White is 1 lap away from becoming champion. Well, he already is in terms of the points. Kevin Ivanov's going to try everything he can to snatch the win away. I think he's going to lose momentum there. Momentum's so important in Honda Cadet. Ryan White's going to have a gap where he doesn't need to defend down into hairpin 1, but look at Max today, he's still there. If something happens between these two, the Scottish driver is going to be there to pounce.
Yeah, he certainly will, but after that attempt going through the banking, he's dropped back now. It's nearly 0.4 of a second. That's a big gap to try and close. But again, they're going into the Mike Wilson complex. It will close up through there, but it's very tricky to try and overtake. And for Ryan White, and running wide there as well for Ivanov, really pushing it hard, and I think that's signed, sealed and done. I don't think Ryan White needs to defend now. It's just a case of the last few corners, and he will become the Motorsport UK British Kart champion in Honda Cadet. It was signed, sealed and done before it started, but confirmation now. Scotland's Ryan White across the line is your Wera Tools Motorsport UK British Kart champion in Honda Cadet in 2023. What a drive.
Very, very good stuff from Ryan White. He'll look across the scores in this season. Only twice was Ryan White off the top 3 in any of the scoring parts of this year. He's not been outside of the top 3 since the pre-final at Lark Hall. And as you say, Anthony, becomes champion. Another very well-deserving champion here at PFI this weekend. I've got to give it to Max today as well. He's had a tremendous season. I think he could be very proud of his efforts in 2023 and all the racing that he's done, and a 1-2 for Scotland as well in Honda Cadets.
Yeah, brilliant stuff there. For Kevin Ivanov, a brilliant debut appearance in the British Kart Championships, putting it P2, getting a podium result as well. He'll be able to celebrate that one in style later on that podium. And like you said, congratulations to Max today. For Ashley Haase as well, doing his very best, but unfortunately just finishing 2 points below Ralphie Branscombe, who does take 4th in the championship and finishes 5th on track. For Ed Spain, it is 3rd in the championship for the Zip Factory team. He finishes that one in P6, so he doesn't get to enjoy the podium, but he does get to enjoy a championship podium.
It does indeed. And so those are provisional scores, of course. Branscombe holding out. There is your champion, Ryan White. I really feel it was Warden-Law. That's when he really took this championship by the scruff of the neck and delivered under the pressure here this weekend at PFI. More racing to come here on the live stream for the British Kart Championships. 2 more races remaining. We've got the Junior Rotax final up next and the O-Plate final for Rotax 177. So do keep it locked here on Alpha Live and on the Motorsport UK TV platform. Great to have you with us here on this Sunday afternoon. Keep your comments coming in. So, as I say, Junior Rotax up next, a big grid, 34 karts on the field, or in the field, eagerly anticipating that one. Hopefully in a few moments' time, we'll be down in the Parc Fermé area with Kieran Mogg. We'll be down there in a short few moments' time. So keep your comments coming in here, myself and Anthony, and just whilst we're waiting, and in fact, no, sorry, now we can go down to Kieran Mogg in Parc Fermé with our Honda Cadet drivers.
I just sat down here now with Kevin Ivanov, second place in the race. That was an amazing race. How was it for you?
It was really tough. Bumped 47 Ryan White so we could get away from the pack, just to decrease the percent of losing first, second or third. And it turned out great and I got second. Tried to overtake him, but still happy. We're really happy with second. And that's it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, with Ryan fighting for the championship, you could just felt the freedom to just go and push him.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on that. Is anybody you'd like to thank?
I would like to thank my dad, my mum, and all the people watching from home.
Excellent. Well, congratulations again today. Congratulations for the championship as well. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Next up, we have Max today. Max, amazing race. How was it for you?
Yeah, it was good at the start. Managed to get a better start than Ashley, and then got past Kevin, and then I was just working with Ryan, and then Kevin just stayed with us, and then he got past me, and then we just got away from the pack behind, and then I just dropped off every lap from them, and yeah.
Yeah, so obviously you was kind of sat there sort of back a bit, waiting for any mistakes, I guess?
Yeah, I was just waiting for probably the last lap if they had like a good battle and they went off and I could just take it, but it didn't happen and I'm happy with third though.
Excellent, well congratulations, and is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank my dad, my mum, my teammate Cian and his dad Dean.
Excellent. Well, congratulations and thank you very much. Thank you. And then I believe we have our 2023 champion, Ryan. Congratulations. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. This is the biggest award I've ever won.
Excellent. And obviously you defended hard today. You earned it. How was that battle?
It was really close. On the left-hander, I defended way too much, and Kevin nearly got the switch back on me. Luckily, I managed to stick around the outside, and from there, I had a decent enough gap that I didn't need to defend.
Have you got any sort of particular season highlights other than obviously winning the championship?
Well, obviously winning the championship. The last race was really close. So was this whole weekend. I thought this weekend went really well. And Warden Law, when the move on Ashley has, I squeezed through the inside. It was really close.
Excellent. And is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yes, I would like to thank LMM, Motorsport Lani. I would like to thank Project One, Piers. And I would like to thank my dad for mechanicking, the support, and Theo Bradshaw.
Excellent. Well, I believe we have Dan Parker here with your championship #1. Congratulations.
There you go. Well done. Congratulations. Well done. First ever winner of the Honda.
On to Honda Cadet GX200, race 23 of the weekend. And again, another very exciting end, and a champion has been crowned. It's a privateer lockout on the podium this weekend, so we start with third place. Please welcome onto the podium after 15 laps of racing, finishing just 1 second behind the race leader, the number 66 from Scotland, Max Cadet. Is Max here? Yes, he is. There he is, coming through the crowd. Max, make your way. Collect your hats, please. Stand proudly on that number 3 spot. In second position in his first appearance in the Wera Tours British Kart Championships this season, please welcome onto the podium, finishing just 0.3 of a second behind our race winner in the number 67 privateer, Kevin Ivanov. Make your way up, collect your cap, and stand proudly on that number 2 spot. And finally, onto the podium after a very tough season, but taking away a huge chunk of championship points after 15 laps of racing, your championship winner for the Honda Cadet Championship in 2023, and your race winner, number 47, Ryan White. And his winning mechanic, Paul White. Please welcome onto the podium. Where's Paul? There he is. Come on, Paul. Get up there. Perfect. To present third place trophy, please welcome onto the podium Oliver Behrman, who will present that to Max today. A brilliant result again for Max to present the second place trophy. Callum Ilott to Kevin Ivanov onto the podium. A brilliant result for him. And then finally, to present our winner's trophy, we invite Ollie Behrman back onto the podium for Ryan White, who comes away with a brilliant result at the end of that one. A win and a championship. To present the number 1 seed, we welcome John Ryan back onto the podium to present the number 1 seed to our race winner and champion. And to present the winning mechanics medal, we do invite Dan Parker from Motorsport UK up onto the podium as well to present that one. For Honda Cadet, though, after the regulation changes, a brilliant result and a fantastic effort from all the teams, all the mechanics, all the parents, in a fantastic way to end the season for our Honda Cadet GX200 class. Another huge round of applause, please, for your Honda Cadet category.